How close were the tightest tennis year in No. 1 rankings? Imagine a season where the race for the top spot is so close that it could come down to just a few points. That's exactly what has happened in tennis history. The closest finishes in the year in No. 1 rankings have often involved tiny differences in ranking points, sometimes decided in the final tournaments or even in the last matches of the season. The ranking system awards points based on how well players perform in tournaments, with Grand Slam events giving the most points, followed by Masters tournaments. The player with the highest total points at the end of the year earns the top spot. In some years, the battle for the top was fierce, with players swapping the No. 1 position many times during the season. For example, in 2016, Andy Murray and Novak Djokovic fought hard all year. Murray finally secured the top spot by winning a decisive final match against Djokovic, showing just how tight the competition was that year. Throughout that season, the ranking changed hands several times, making it a real contest until the last moment. Looking at the points, some players in the mid to 000s and early 2010s accumulated over 11,000 points to finish the year at No. 1. Roger Federer set a record in 2006 with about 15,300 points, which showed his dominance that year. Novak Djokovic surpassed 15,000 points in 2011, further illustrating how some seasons had clear leaders. But in other years, the points total for the top spot was closer to under 10,000, meaning the race was much tighter. For example, after 2016, the points for the year in No. 1 fluctuated, with some seasons like 2018 and 2019 having totals below 10,000. That indicates the competition was more balanced or players had fewer dominant seasons. During some seasons, multiple players held the No. 1 spot at different times, swapping back and forth as they won or lost key tournaments. This happened with legends like Jimmy Connors, Ivan Lendl, and John McEnroe, who often exchanged the top position during their careers. The closeness of the final points is often measured by the difference between the top player and the runner-up at the end of the year. Sometimes that gap is just a few hundred points, which can be earned or lost in a single match or tournament. That shows how every match in the season can influence the final standings significantly. So, the tightest year in No. 1 rankings have been marked by seasons where the points difference was razor-thin, sometimes just a few hundred points. These seasons often saw multiple players competing fiercely, with the final tournament or match deciding the winner. The total points earned by the top player ranged from over 15,000 in dominant years to under 10,000 in closer races. Understanding how small the margins can be helps us see how competitive tennis really is and how every match counts. It also shows that the system rewards consistency and performance across the entire season, making the race for the top spot an exciting and unpredictable journey.